All right. In fact, Mr. K.C. Palaniswami, ex-MP of the AIDMK, is also joining us there from Chennai. Mr. Palaniswami, in fact, Karnataka, it seems, had assured Tamil Nadu that it had no plans to proceed with the construction of the project without first informing the Supreme Court. And in fact, last year the centre had told Tamil Nadu that Karnataka has been advised to share their plans for this project with other co-basin states like Tamil Nadu. I'm wondering whether Karnataka has followed those due procedures.
Yeah, now the situation is little different. Mr. Edapadi Palaniswami has to now he has to defend both with Karnataka government and also with Sasigala camp. Now that Ms. Sasigala is in Karnataka Bangalore jail.
Yes, we can hear you.
And she is seeking for some facilities and favors. Yeah, now she is seeking for some facilities and favors from the government, Karnataka government, certain special privileges in the jail. But at the same time, Mr. Palaniswamy is started to fighting against the Karnataka government. Mr. Palaniswamy has to fight out with both. Otherwise, there is every possibility in case of a slippage, people will suspect their motive and ultimately the government will be blamed. But for Sasigala, the interest of Tamils has been sacrificed. That way, Mr. Palaniswamy...
You're raising an interesting, if not controversial points.
Yeah.
Let me put that to Mr. Radhakrishnan. Mr. Radhakrishnan, and like Mr. Palaniswamy sitting next to you, I mean, you see that there are that there are multiple political motives that may be at play over here. Tamil pride one thing, but the pride or the comfort of Shashikala in a Karnataka jail the other one.
Unfortunately,
maybe this is a bargaining tactic.
There are far too many cameras, and no, Jajat Singh, the problem here is that you can't do much in the jail because there are far too many cameras and it has multiple outputs, and the DIG of prisons, the DGP, the Chief Minister all have access to this. So it's literally impossible. Everything is recorded, as you would know, in a prison.
There may be the cameras in every jail, but a lot happens.
Underplay of this.
Yeah.
No,
a lot of privileges can be accorded.
But many things can happen off the camera. That. Yeah.
No, but I don't know what. I don't know. I mean, Mr. Radhakrishnan, I'm wondering whether this. What is the status of this project, by the way? Because the Tamil Nadu government is complaining that Karnataka is taking unilateral action of constructing this reservoir across the Cauvery river. I mean, has the construction already started? What is the status of that?
No, not at all. I mean, there is a huge process to be gone through before you start construction. Karnataka has taken the preliminary steps. It is trying to, get the land required for the construction. And number two, it has made a detailed project report. Now, making a detailed project report in itself is a huge thing because, the next stage obviously is to hire a consultant to see the feasibility of constructing and where exactly to construct. I think these things Karnataka is very clear on, and I don't think it is something that was done today or yesterday. It was done years back, and Meghdadu became an issue only after the drought of last year. So every time when there is a drought, we'll have all these issues coming up, and unfortunately there is also a Karnataka State Assembly election coming up, and I think the issues come to fore because of this. And of course there is this, I agree very, very minimally with what Mr. Palaniswamy said, that Shashikala is in a jail in Karnataka, and yes, they might be looking for some special facilities for her.
Mr. Palaniswamy, I mean, apart from the interest of Shashikala's jail stay over there in Karnataka, what are the consequences of this proposed reservoir across the Cauvery in Karnataka for Karnataka and also for Tamil Nadu?
Yeah, no, Tamil Nadu has to fight for its right, and Mr. Palaniswamy also happened to be the Minister for PWD in the past, so he should be knowing this subject very well. He has to fight out very strongly with the Prime Minister, and also with the Karnataka government. He has to get the rights of Tamil people restored.
No, but what are the consequences for the Tamil people if supposing this reservoir construction was to go ahead?
No, if Mr. Palaniswami fails to succeed, then every possibility people will suspect his credentials, and ultimately the blame is going to be like he has compromised for Sasigala. Whatever is the fact, but the political impact could only be he has compromised for the sake of Sasigala and the facilities for Sasigala. This will be the political impact.
Jajar, just to add there, see, the problem with Karnataka is that it has been constantly saying that it doesn't have enough water for drinking purposes. And drinking is the operative word here, because in Tamil Nadu you need the water for irrigation in the delta districts, which is the granary of Tamil Nadu, and of course Tamil Nadu, a lot of this paddy also goes to Kerala and other places. Now this is the operative part. If they are going to construct one more dam and they are going to keep about 66 TMCFT of water, it will again automatically mean that Tamil Nadu will get lesser water during both the monsoon and during the lean season. Now, this is the problem. Despite a very clear award from 1924, 1896 and all that, Karnataka has consistently refused to release water during the lean season, especially when there is the monsoon has failed. Now, this is despite every single order of every known authority in the land. Of course, the 1924 order, you can dispute it, saying that it is biased against Karnataka and so on and so forth. But the fact remains that even this year, Karnataka has not complied by any order which has been given by the Cauvery Tribunal. So that being the case, constructing one more dam will actually mean that Tamil Nadu will actually become a dry state. Even Chennai will not have water, because part of the Chennai water supply comes from a tank called Veeranam, which is about 180 kilometers south of Chennai, and this Veeranam lake is fed by the excess overflows from the Cauvery Delta. We'll again see from the Cauvery, we'll again see a situation where the entire Cauvery Delta is going dry. So these are the huge issues that are involved. You remember, Tamil Nadu has only two dams from the Cauvery. One is the Mettur Reservoir, which is a Stanley Reservoir, the biggest standing reservoir, and the other is a Kallanai near Tiruchi. These are the only two structures on the Cauvery, but then Karnataka already has 5 structures on the Cauvery.
Right, okay. So there are very important implications over there of this dam, but in the meantime, Mr. Palaniswami, I mean, we do know that Karnataka and Kerala and also Tamil Nadu have filed petitions in the Supreme Court against the final award of the Cauvery Water Disputes Tribunal of 2007, and the hearings of these cases are still underway. So I presume that it's not going to be so easy for Karnataka to go ahead and build this reservoir until there's some sort of approval from the Supreme Court on this, isn't it?
Yeah, and Karnataka has never ever obeyed the orders of the Supreme Court in the past. There were several directions from the Supreme Court, but Karnataka has refused to obey those orders. So it is for the Supreme Court which has to strongly come up on the Karnataka government and ensure that the Tamils' rights are established.
All right, we'll wait to see what happens, but in the meantime, thank you very much.
Tamils' rights are established.
All right, we'll wait to see what happens, but in the meantime, thank you very much, Mr. Palaniswami and Mr. Radhakrishnan, for joining us on this.